everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Haven Today. I'm Tiffany Reif, your host, and I'm appreciative of you tuning in. So, background looks a little different, huh? This is just a little teaser. We're going to be on tour today. I'll let you know in a little bit where we're at. But let's get through some of our announcements for the week for here at Manor Haven. First, I hope you have your calendar out. Wednesday, June the 25th, meditation practice with resident Henry Hopper at 10 a.m. That's going to be in the Renaissance Social Rec Room at Chambers Point. And then Friday, June 27th, music with Forever Young. Isn't that a song? Okay, well, that's their name. Music with Forever Young at 2 p.m. in the Event Center at the Life Center. They will be performing 80s and 90s country hits. Huh, that's sort of my era, right? I grew up in that time, so I'm sure I'll know some. And then Monday, June the 30th, play bridge at 1 p.m. in the Renaissance Social Room at Chambers Point. And then it's that time again. Can you believe it? We're going to flip the calendars. So Tuesday, July 1st, that's the 1st of July, Coffee and Conversation, 9:30 at the 1421 at the Renaissance, and 1 p.m. in the Event Center at the Life Center, and then at 3 p.m. Chestnut Landing at North Gate. All right, let's talk about North Gate. I want to tell you what the lunch specials are this week at Cypress Cafe. And there are some good ones. I just real briefly looked at this. They look amazing. Wednesday, beer cheese roast beef sandwich served with coleslaw. Delish. Thursday, hot ham and cheese croissant served with your choice of side. Friday, Mediterranean shrimp pita served with your choice of side. And then get ready for this. Saturday, cinnamon apple swirl grilled cheese. Listen, I love when they put something new on here, and I'm already thinking about what do I have to do on Saturday. Can I get here in time for a cinnamon apple swirl grilled cheese? I can't wait. I can't wait. So, if you want to go on tour with me and check some things out, stay tuned. All right, everyone. So I promised you a tour, so here we go. If you were tuned in and you were trying to figure out where I was filming from, you guessed it. I'm at 1421 at The Point. That is our yummy, yummy, delicious dining venue located in our Chambers Point community within our Renaissance building. So I hope if you had not had the opportunity to try the great menu choices that they have, I highly, highly recommend the brisket. Chef kiss, delicious. So I want to take just a moment, have you check out the inside of that dining venue, and then we're going to continue all the way through to the Manor, and I'll give you an inside peek of what's happening there as well. Come on in. All right, are you with me? So we are now in the Manor. And one thing that you'll notice when you come through the Manor, new carpet, new handrail, new doors, walls are painted. And you know what? It's time sometimes for a little refresh. So the Manor first floor is getting a total refresh. Now, before we go too far into the Manor, coming over from the Renaissance, I want to bring you over and show you a little something here. You'll see this room 113, and you'll notice that this door looks different than the other doors when you're in and out of the hallways. Here's a surprise. This will be the future site of The Point. We have heard from a lot of folks that having The Point, you know what I'm talking about, the Manor Haven Auxiliary Run store located on our Chambers Point campus, down in the garden level of the Manor is just not easy to get to. So how great of having The Point move to the first floor of the Manor. Lots of traffic coming back and forth between the Renaissance and the Manor. Easy to park right out front. Pop in the front door, come in. It's the second door on the left-hand side, so it'll be really, really accessible, and I'm really excited. So we're thinking probably about fall as all of the renovations continues. I can't show you in here because it's a mess, but it is going to be converted to The Point, and I'm really excited. So let's keep on going, shall we? All right, we're just keeping moving on through to the Manor. I'm in the foyer, so we'll take a pan around, but what's happening in the foyer is we have new paint and we have some mismatched furniture at the moment, but new furniture will be coming. New furniture for the foyer. We want to have the foyer be a little more inviting, a little more user-friendly. So you'll see in the background our good friend Kim holds down the front desk here, and Miss Susan is also participating in our video today. Hello, Susan. Have you been outside yet? It's a hot one. I encourage you to stay in. You're going out? Well, you will feel nice and warm and cozy. You can see here that through the foyer area into this open kind of lobby behind is an activity space. You'll hear lots of different things happening behind that space. That room has already been refurbished, but more and more continues to happen here on the first floor. Let's keep on trucking. All right, so remember where we've come from. The Renaissance into the Manor. We just got through the foyer, and now we're on around the corner, and this space leads in to the nurse's office, or lovingly known as the mail room, because that's where everybody's mailboxes are. So don't worry, this isn't finished. We have some specific carpet coming to line these walls. Again, you'll see some new furniture, but I would love for us to pan down the hallway, because what you're going to see is some before and after. So if you look behind me, you're going to see some of the original carpet, which has not been replaced yet, but the new carpet has. So stay tuned. The dining room is going to be a showstopper. Come on in. All right. So now we're headed into the dining room of the Manor. So think back. Last time you were here, this would have all been open, and it would have just kind of emptied into a large space where we had lots of tables, kind of known as the Blue Willow, but just wasn't very utilized. Not a lot of people. We didn't have the coffee shop area open or anything. So this whole area is going to be reimagined. So check this out. Remember, we're under construction. So beautiful French doors are going to lead into a private dining area. So again, this will be a great spot for folks to be able, let's say I live here at the Manor and it's my birthday. It was my birthday last week. And let's say my daughter wanted to bring in cake and ice cream and just have a little small intimate family gathering. That can occur right here in this private dining area. I also think it's going to be a great space for some meetings and things with families. Just a nice little intimate, love the light fixtures, homey place. I just touched my microphone. Sorry, Mel. She's giving me the eyebrow. Keep my hands down, I know. But we're really looking forward to this being completed. There'll be tables in here where we'll be able to put big tables together for a large family table or a couple different intimate table settings. So let's go on in. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's happening in the main dining room as well. So we're inside. We're inside the Manor dining room. So in this space, we are going to be getting new carpet, new window treatments and features, blinds and curtains and things of that nature will be updated. You can't see, but if you hear some voices, there's some gentlemen already working in the bathrooms that are located here in the dining room. So we'll be updating the men's and women's bathrooms. The other piece that's really a little bit more behind the house kind of thing, but off to the side here in the dining room, we'll be cutting a hole in the wall, and all of this behind the scenes kind of carts, bins and baskets and trays, all the things that our amazing culinary team use every day will be able to be stored in that closet. So we won't have to have the curtain and all these things sitting out in the dining room. They can be tucked away neatly. So I'm really looking forward to that. So bathrooms are going to be updated, flooring, window treatments, and a beautiful storage area for all the equipment and things in the dining room. So a nice little refresh to the Manor dining room will be completed shortly. So we have one more area to show you. Oh, that's a lie. Two. Come on with me. All right. I am now in the future site of the corner market. So remember I told you, private dining area, and then we're creating that large closet for all of the storage items for culinary, and you've now made it to the corner market. This again was a part of the Blue Willow. So this corner market's going to be open to everyone. We're going to have the grab and go refrigerators, freezers, microwave, a pub table, places that you can come and just kind of pop a squat, enjoy some of our yummy grab and go items that come from our culinary center, but just a really nice update. And you know who I think is really going to benefit the most? Our team members. We do have some grab and go refrigerators now and freezers, but because we don't have a large scale dining venue here at Chambers Point, this is the spot for our team members to come while they're on shift, grab their food, grab their beverages, grab their goodies. I see some flaming hot Funyuns. That sounds amazing. But all the good little snacks that they can choose to enjoy while they're working here at Chambers Point. All right, last spot I'm going to show you, I promise. Come on. All right, now I know you can see behind me, and this is just the hallway. And for the longest time, everybody kept saying, Tiff, you got to do something with the hallway. Well, what do you do with a hallway? So this is the hallway that leads from the Manor into the Chambers Point Healthcare Center. So I want you to remember this, because right now the walls are blank. There's nothing on them. But what you are looking at is the future site of the Menno Haven History Hall. So if you were here and remember seeing a lot of the artifacts that we used for our 60th anniversary, there is a lot of history here at Menno Haven. And so I would love to use this entire hallway as sort of a timeline, maybe like a little time capsule. So when folks move to Menno Haven, they can venture through the hallway. It'll be a destination to hear and see our story. I know there's things like commemorative quilts that were done for the Penn Hall campus when we opened Penn Hall in 1992. And there's just lots of other things that I don't want us to lose sight of. So what a great opportunity to utilize a hall that can't be used for much more. But when you're walking through, to be able to see our story and to see how our legacy began. So I'm looking forward to, in the future, being able to walk through the History Hall with you and show you all those amazing things. Well, you've been with me for a good while, right? We came from 1421 at the Point at our Renaissance building, came through the Manor to show you the updates and upgrades that are occurring there, showed you some construction and some dust that's happening in the dining rooms and the bathrooms and in the hallways. Gave you a little sneak peek of the future of the corner market, the future of the Point, and the future, the blank canvas now, but our future history hall that will be made to come to life. And I'm looking forward to that. Thanks for coming with me. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour and checking out all the amazing things that are happening at our Chambers Point community, right? Between the Renaissance and our 1421, all the way through to the Manor. We're really excited, so I hope you enjoyed. Well, let's switch gears and let's check out some of the photos of the week. So this first photo, what are you looking at there? A new pond? A temporary one. So this was sent in by the Geises, who took a great picture of the retention pond that's usually dry right behind their home, but was filled like a pond. So it's doing its job. But one thing that they said, and this really caught my eye, was check out the amazing reflections of the trees in the background on the pond. This is so the dry pond filled up with water. So thank you, Geises, for sending that in. Our next picture is, check out this dapper group. This is the Menno Haven volleyball, water volleyball team. I heard that they went to Messiah Lifeways and competed doing volleyball, but I don't know who won. So somebody on the water volleyball team, reach out and let me know. How'd we do? I hope you whooped them. And then this picture came in. So here's the question. This is clearly a majestic bird. Is it an eagle? Is it a hawk? I need the bird watchers out there to let me know. But thank you. I think Mr. Graham sent me this. And what a good looking bird right there. Very majestic. Taken on our campus. So we're not sure. I'm not sure what kind of bird it is. And then our good friend Mrs. Good sent this in. Here are some beautiful blooms that are occurring at the Menno Haven greenhouse. So thank you for sending that in. And check out these folks. Right now, what a diverse group of team members. So here are a foursome that represented Menno Haven at the Cumberland Valley Animal Shelter Golf Tournament. So we have a full spectrum there. You have Cameron from our IT department, Ty from our culinary department, Martin from our finance department, and Andrew, who's the administrator of our rehab. So we've got tech, food, finances, and nursing completely covered. Again, they didn't show me their scorecard, so I'm not sure where they ended up, but I really appreciate them going and representing for Menno Haven. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Haven Today. I really appreciate you tuning in. I am wishing you a fabulous week. Stay cool. It's a hot one. Summer is here. See you out and about. Bye-bye for now.